Russia closes China land border to prevent coronavirus spread. Russia has ordered the closure of its huge land border with China, as Moscow scrambles to prevent the deadly coronavirus infection spreading from its southern neighbor. There have been no confirmed cases of the respiratory illness in Russia, but Vladimir Putin's government is anxious to prevent the virus from crossing a land border that stretches for more than 4,000 kilometers. Moscow has already blocked Chinese tour groups from entering the country. The growing disruption to the world's second-largest economy came as China said 170 people had died and nearly 7,800 cases had been confirmed worldwide. The number infected with the coronavirus was also set to overtake the worldwide total of those who contracted the similar SARS infection 17 years ago. Just over 8,000 people were infected in the SARS outbreak in 2003 that killed 774 people. In addition to the 7,711 coronavirus cases in China, about 100 infections have been confirmed outside the Chinese mainland, with cases in Hong Kong, Japan, Thailand and Singapore all reaching double digits. World Health Organization experts were due to meet on Thursday in Geneva to consider declaring the outbreak an international emergency. The spread of the virus rippled through global markets, with China's currency weakening past a key level and global stocks under pressure. The offshore renminbi, which trades in major hubs outside mainland China, dropped below RMB 7 to the US dollar for the first time this year. It has tumbled more than 2% since January 20th. Asian shares sold off around the region, led by a nearly 5% fall for Taiwan's TAIEX index as traders returned from holiday. Foxconn, the world's largest contract electronics manufacturer, fell 10%, its largest one-day drop in 20 years. However, falls in Europe were less severe, with the main indices down around 0.7% and futures trading indicated Wall Street would open down by a similar amount. Mikhail Mishustin, Russia's new prime minister, said the decision to close the border in the Far East and other measures taken by the government would be included in a new directive signed on Thursday. "We must do everything to protect our people," he said. Russia's foreign ministry also said it had suspended the issuance of electronic visas for Chinese citizens, who were previously able to use the permits to enter the country in St. Petersburg, Kaliningrad and at multiple South Asia crossing points. Companies operating within China's borders were bracing for severe disruption as large parts of the country extended the holiday break into next week. British Airways has suspended flights to and from mainland China, and Starbucks and Uniqlo have temporarily closed their stores in the country. IKEA China said it had closed all its stores until further notice. Honda, Nissan, PSA and Renault have started flying out non-Chinese workers. The coronavirus creates a more uncertain environment than the trade war, and the scale of the impact is bigger than SARS, said Gary Chung, a director at Haitong Securities in Hong Kong specializing in industrial technology. The impact would also be greater than the US-China trade war, he added. In the technology sector, analysts said the most immediate impact would be felt by a cluster of flat panel display producers in Wuhan, the city at the center of the outbreak, where fabrication plants owned by China Star, Tianma and Bo were estimated to account for up to 9% of global capacity. The Chinese government has quarantined Wuhan and much of Hubei, the province surrounding it. But the technology supply chain could also suffer beyond Hubei, as some of China's largest industrial and manufacturing hubs, including Shanghai, Jiangsu, Zhejiang and Chongqing, also extended the Lunar New Year break by nearly a week for non-essential businesses. Some 290 of about 800 plants named in Apple's global supplier list are located in 6 provinces that have delayed returning to work. DHL, the logistics group, warned of severe delays in cargo traffic as the Hubei lockdown and other transport restrictions caused congestion. It added that workers would have difficulty returning to their factories after the holidays. However, it remains unclear how strictly the Chinese government is enforcing those orders. Semiconductor and LCD panel fabrication plants cannot easily stop production without huge losses and therefore usually continue running through the holidays. Subscribe to this channel to receive more official updates. Share the video.